this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Mars.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcast.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time. While we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Thank you, Captain.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Oh, and it's not the best choice. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Heard of it?
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacious choice, Spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and... So, what can I get you? Have a look.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a... See, Emfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care. Take...
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Got your back, Captain!
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it... I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so...
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Ms. Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a cysty roast in all this armor. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Miss... Have yourself...
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you the club?
Welcome to the Lost Hope, our little tribute to the...
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
The board rep's office used to be in the docking bays?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
They shouldn't have stood in our way.
Me, please hurry. The toilet's overflowed on me at least twice. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again. What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that, time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest...
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report...
RT greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen. May this unit dispense protein.
Still screaming into the comms void. Getting real sick of it.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Not me, but it's in my blood. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first.
Those X.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship that... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. Only the board has access to new parts. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. The board isn't helping, and my resources... Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the part...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Who the... Hey, McBride, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Where did that chewy gristle go? Shoot on sight, Jester!
Smells kind of like old Wes's out for a while. Here they come!
Captain, get up!
Red, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from...
This might be tough.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Got it. Inside voices.
This'll go. Shoot on sight, jesters!
Uncle Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been trying.
Broken. Oh, wait.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures. Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
we got a fight on it.
Not even a scratch.
We got a fight on our hands. What's that? Got him!
Everyone, I'm with your leg. Hey, that's against... What do you think you're... You and I never saw each other. Huh, haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by. I'll get back to my post.
What was that?
Red's crew? I guess I'm honored. We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Here we go!
That's the last of them. You won't get any mercy from me.
Careful, you're hurt! Nice one! Here they come! Take cover!
Get up! I'll keep quiet. What the?
Unexpected.
Here we go!
You're hurt, Captain! Get up!
Huh? Heard something. Shh.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outfit. Take cover!
Oh, dare die on me! Understood. I'll keep my head down.
The area.
What was that? What was that?
won't get any mercy from me.
You got him! Gotta get through!
Nice hit! Careful, you're hurt!
Bouncing off!
I'm not getting through. Nice hit! Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off.
C&P Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Rizzo knocked you out. CN76 milk chocolate bar with caramel.
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. helpful. Thank you.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of human terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any...
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down and... There's a terminal in the back. If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the... You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean...
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that.
This is Halcyon News.
Where the hell have you been, Private?
Story.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Keep your wits about you down there. I don't want to clean crispy freelancer bits out of the radiators.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Diagnostics says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not particularly as they heal next.
Unexpected that.
We were destined to prevail.
Let go!
Required in unexpected noise identified.
Nice hit!
And if you don't know what that means, just look for the cycle drop. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found
Seeing you limping a bit. You alright, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranties. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from someone. You've got my...
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Hello. Junlei called up from... Now is... a better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck.
What? Heads down.
Here we go!
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
To the last rats is on rotten time. Leave you hull-headed quacks do know that restful What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. All right, okay. We can... Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square... Thanks for helping me with the... Or I guess I should say, Ellie is...
Making my way there. Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
For the following
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
firearm safety, huh? But a scandal has rocked.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend. Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things. Right. You're going important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly... Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice...
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill... I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this...
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force. I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there...